Well, I've known God all my life, and I always loved God, but it wasn't until really prayed to Jesus. And now I see how important that is to have a relationship. So I went submit my will and my life to Jesus Christ and follow him.
It's not an old decision, right? Like, it's something I've been continuing to choose every single day, right? Something you continue to choose. It just wasn't working trying to do it myself, right? My life was kind of a mess, right? And I'd always had more of my dad's faith or my parents' faith, and I started to really see things on my own and experience God in my own life and going on missions trips, and I just saw the works that Jesus was doing in other people's lives and even my own life, and that's something I wanted to follow.
If I could simplify it enough, I would say that I trusted myself up until recently, and that plan did not work. I didn't grow up in a religious family as far as going to church. That wasn't present until things happened in 2022. I experienced abuse at the hands of somebody that I thought I could trust. I hit rock bottom, I guess you could say, and I thought I was going to lose everything. It was then that I had met a coworker that suggested this church. I gave it a chance, and they were doing Finally Free from Galatians, and what the importance of the law was and what the difference was, and the law was to set us free from bondage. And so it was then that I felt that I had been in bondage. I needed Jesus, and he was speaking to me to set me free from my own bondage. So that opened up the doors to really surrender to Jesus.
He helps me feel comfortable when I'm not. He created me.
I really know that God has been with me all my life. And so now when I look back, of all the heartache and all the horrible stuff, that each step of the way, I saw God put this here and then that and then that. I've always known God, but I just really never had that feeling, now I'm walking with Jesus.
I put off being baptized for a long time because I've considered myself a Christian, but I just kind of felt ashamed that I never was baptized. Now I'm getting baptized, and then I realized that there's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm just publicly expressing my love for God and that I want to follow God's word and trust in him. And there's nothing to be ashamed in that.
And I think that was the biggest fear of mine is the judgment and feeling all of that shame and holding it in, and just being able to hand over all the burdens to the Lord, knowing that I will be forgiven, and actually feeling how that has had an impact on my life now.
And I feel like that's really common. It's a thing that more people experience in church than they actually are willing to admit, is this big thing of shame, whether it's baptism or something else in your life, and it's just easy to feel that way. And I just wanted to, for myself, not even to other people, to say, I'm not ashamed of this, and I'm not ashamed of trusting my life in God and fully handing my life over to God.
Yeah, just want to remind people it's never too late.
So that you can show people that you love and trust God, so that they know they can talk to you when they feel like they want to get baptized. He makes miracles happen.
Yeah, I'm going to heaven.